For our next story, let me begin by asking you this. Do you know the story of David and Goliath? You know the story of how David goes to fight the giant with a sling and 5 smooth stones, the weapons of a shepherd boy. He wins. The giant is slain and little David becomes a hero. Well, today the Red Sea has turned into a modern day David versus Goliath. In this case, the mighty US Navy is being humbled by the ragtag Houthis in the Red Sea after threatening shipping through the strategic Bab el-Mandeb Strait. The Houthis, with their limited resources, are making America's fight against them an expensive one. The US forces have launched roughly 800 missiles and 7 rounds of airstrikes against the Yemen-based group, but to no avail. The Houthis have been able to sustain the fight against the US, and the US, even with all its military might, has failed to completely eradicate the problem. And what's more, the cost continues to rise for the United States. Sure, President Biden says that America is not at war anywhere in the world. But then, what is happening in the Red Sea for nearly a year now? And so far, the US-led efforts have seen participation from the British, the French, the Dutch, and Japanese ships. Sure, the bulk of the action has been borne by American ships, but that also begs the question, even with all its might and help from allies, why have they not stopped the Houthis or not been able to? You see, the Houthis have rapidly transformed from what used to be an obscure insurgent group. They have managed to make themselves a formidable power broker in Yemen. They endanger shipping through Bab el-Mandeb, which, as you know by now, is the world's 3rd largest choke point for oil. Over 6 million barrels passing through this narrow strait daily, mainly heading to Europe. But now, by threatening this crucial waterway, the Houthis have transcended military impact. They have been able to expose the waning power of the US. Their missiles have highlighted America's inability to secure the Red Sea.